let's just jump into number two.
All right, let's jump into number 2. All right, my second song to you, Amanda. I'm
Yes.
interested to hear what your whole perception of this song is. I don't think you've ever heard this before.
No. And what song are we talking about? We are talking about Limelight by Rush.
Rush, a band that mostly only dudes like, and some women. My friend Meg, who's like a baby,
Who've spoken about before.
she loves Rush. Like, you go, there's no way this woman would like Rush. She loves Rush. I'm like, you're the one like weirdo who's a female who likes Rush. Not that females who like Rush are weirdos. I'm just saying they're mostly, when you go to a Rush show, it's been we'll just say very male heavy, right?
Why do you think
Predominantly
that
male,
is?
because they're like a prog rock band, and they're like a band that dudes like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very like they're very, and not that they're like
Interesting.
masculine. It's just the music is very, it's prog rock. You know, especially the early stuff is like very noodly and like, themes and concept records about like sphinxes and sci-fi. Like, it's just it's
Okay,
nerdy
okay,
stuff. Like,
okay.
they're nerds. Like, their guy, like, they look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even look like rock stars, especially like they just like nerds who like could play like really good, like really could like know music theory and nerdy musicians.
Got it. Well, I will say, so this,
I just offended every Rush fan. I'm like, you guys know I'm right. Don't you get upset with me. You know I'm right. Embrace it. Deal with it, Rush fans. Good band, but they are nerds and they love it, and that's why we love it. Got nerds who can play music.
and that is why it ended up on this show's one of 6 songs. All right, so this message of the song was interesting to me. It's basically about the public, like the struggle between and the balance between public life and privacy.
Yep.
And so I feel like when you're listening to this song from that perspective, I feel like musically it's being delivered almost as like a little bit of a battle. And maybe I'm listening too much into it, but I feel like the way that is delivered, it just sounds like there is that like tug of like, what is it? Tug of rope? What is that game?
Tug of war.
No,
Yeah. Tug of war.
tug of rope.
Tug of rope.
I mean, you are tugging a rope.
You do, but it's tug of war.
Thank you. I haven't played that in a long
But you're
time.
welcome.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But I feel like that's where this song feels like there's like a lot of tug here, a lot of tug there, the conflict between it, and I think that really makes sense. The guitar playing is very interesting in it. There's just a lot in the song. It's cluttered.
Cluttered is a word that you would choose to use for this song. That's very interesting, Amanda. You got to unpack that a little bit for me.
I just feel like there's just a lot in there. I'm not necessarily saying cluttered is bad.
Okay. All right. So you're not using cluttered as a negative.
I'm saying as a baby listener of this song, my mind is a little overwhelmed and cluttered with how to break it down and digest it.
Okay. I'm trying to follow your train of thought because I'm trying to get into the mind of Amanda, which is a scary place. But like,
Ew, so scary.
Because I feel like of most Rush songs, most Rush music, it's a radio hit. I mean, they still play it on rock radio today. It's very accessible, and I'm starting to feel like you're saying that this song's not very accessible for you.
Not accessible. Like accessible meaning like I can just like hear it in a lot of places. Or so no. Like I feel like on a more intimate level with this song, when you really deep dive into the feeling behind it, it feels not as, for me, I'm not taking it as like surface level or face value as maybe some people, some listeners are taking it. I'm taking it deeper into my brain, and that's what it's causing my brain to do.
That was a very interesting. It was a very that was an interesting explanation.
Yeah, well, because some people can just listen to
some Limelight, and let's see if Amanda's see if Amanda's thoughts line up with what she just said.
Like some people just listen to a song and like take it or leave it. That seems cluttered to me.
Cluttered?
Yeah.
How is it cluttered? It just...
No.
This is so straightforward. It's a great air drum song. Love this.
See, this is like the tug of war part.
The bossa nova beat. Pick up. Your face right now is so like...
I need to like have a mask on.
All right. This is a great song. It's a great song.
It's not a bad song. Like
it's not a bad song. I know.
I feel like I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling. I feel like the song is sung off key.
Well, Geddy Lee is a very high register.
And there's...
I don't know if it's out of key.
I agree. But I feel like there's just this just contradiction of noise.
So let's just go with this. I think Rush is an acquired taste. And this is why I think most females just, once again, they don't dig Rush.
To your point, yes.
I see you hear this cluttered and I hear musical perfection. But
you know what? This is what I hear. I hear,
what do you hear?
Here it comes. I hear a little baby toddler going into kitchen cabinets, going into the pot and pans, and going ching ching ching, ba chow, bing bing ball. Like, that's what I'm hearing. And then the toddler singing, like, while doing it. That's what my mom brain hears. That
Rush's Limelight sounds like that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's very cluttered.
Rush fans, I have nothing to say, so have at it. Have at it.
Junk, bonk, ding, donk. Like,
okay, so Rush is like clinking pans and baby toddlers singing.
And you got one of those microphones that the kids like, it like echoes into it, but it's like a little hollow, and they're like, boo, 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 boo.
Like the toilet paper, the empty toilet paper roll.
Yes,
or
yes.
The paper
they just
towel.
grabbed whatever was in their reach, and that became their instruments for this song.
Oh my God. Okay. That's a wild take on this song, Amanda Sharp.
So, but oddly enough, I don't hate it because of those things.
It's just, okay. Well,
it
there's
stimulates my brain.
Okay.
Hence the word when I was using cluttered. That's where that word's coming from. So
I guess we should just remember what your 3 picks were, and your first pick to me was Ronnie Millsap. So let's just this is what we're playing. This is what we're dealing with here, people.
This is what we're dealing. Okay. So, but I'm not gonna rate it super low though. So let's. This is not a 2-point range.
Okay.
This
not a 2-point range.
I don't hate it. I probably honestly wouldn't even skip it. I'm straight 3.0 on this one. Like, it's average to me.
Okay, so 3.0. So Rush's Limelight is basically mid. It's mid.
It's mid. Yeah.
It's mid for you. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
mid.
Well, listen.
Cluttered mid.
I mean, your opinion is your opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I don't necessarily agree with the stuff that you're saying, but
that's okay.
I'm also not you, and that's also part of it as well.
You're like, thank God. Everyone just said, thank God I'm not her.
And this is why the show is called Song Swap Showdown, guys. You just heard it in real time. This is what makes the show work. Like it or love it or hate it. This is the show.
Yep. And if it was painful to follow all the things I was saying, imagine being Chris on a weekly basis.
But I just think that's the goal of the show. That's what makes the show work. It's what makes the show work.
You're
okay, so how would you guys rate Limelight on a scale of 1 to 5 records? Would love to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Do you agree or do you disagree with Amanda Sharp's take, that girl's take on Limelight? All right. Moving